I'm good.
So I'm going to start off by making it a little awkward and say that I think of you every night.
Now, that is all.
Because I sleep in that jersey that you gave me.
I love it.
So it's a Clemson jersey. So you're obviously the hugest Clemson fan. So I was wondering, do you, in all honesty, work your touring schedule around the game so that you're not...
No, not for the most part, but for the end of the year, those big games that we could possibly get into, they are all blocked.
Blocked out. It's
so to an extent, yes, I do.
Okay.
And I got a game actually... The 26th, we have a game in Clemson, and I blocked out that weekend. 'Cause like once a year during the regular season, I make sure to get the bus, take the family, and we go spend a day at Clemson. It's so beautiful in the fall up there. It's just a great couple of days.
All right, so half and half.
Half and half.
Half and half. The last time we saw you was a very hot show. We did outdoors last year in September, and I always think like I'm sweating out there, and you guys have to work so hard on the stage. Did you ever consider, just as an artist, you're like, I'm not going to do any more outdoor shows. It's going to be all palace shows.
I wish, but those, this festival season, that's a place to get in front of a lot of people and have some great shows. So what I learned to do was like in a shirt like this, I'm just going to take this shirt and put it in drench it in some cold water right before I walk on stage, put it on, and then nobody knows it's even wet. And so when I go on the stage and everybody else is sweating, I got cool air blowing at me. So like that's an old school. If you've been around a while, you figured it out. I can't not play the show, so how can I get through them without passing out?
So do I try that with the dress?
I don't know, but that might get a little sticky.
That'd be weird, right?
Awkward.
Okay, so you're doing a duet with Carly Pearce, right? I Hope You're Happy Now.
Yeah.
So I was kind of listening to the lyrics and stuff, and I was wondering, do you think when anybody ever breaks up, or conversely, if you're being let go from a job, when they're like, we wish them the best in their future endeavors, or with the breakup, I hope you're going to be happy now. Does anybody ever really mean that?
I mean, I think so. I know I have meant it in my past, and I think that's why Carly loved when they wrote both sides of this song.
I'm saying, I hope you're happy, and I'm devastated now.
Well, you're either saying, I hope you're happy now, and genuinely, or you're going, I hope you're happy now. Really. So this the song kind of gets both sides of it, and I think that's her favorite thing. That's my favorite thing about the song. It shows both sides, and it sings both sides. So it's a true duet. I love it.
Right. And so have you ever been the breaking up or being broken up with where you're like, wow, you did a good job at that. I think I am going to go be happy now.
I have not been on that one. So when I was on the breaking up end where I broke up with them, as hard as I tried to make it, sweet, nice, it just, it never feels good on the other end.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it never really goes as smooth as you think it's going to go.
It's never gone well for any party, ever.
So.
All right, so obviously your opener is your brother, Lewis. How has that been?
It's been awesome. I mean, he's doing his own tours and his own thing. Well, he just happens to be on my booking agency too, the same one I'm on, and so they book him on shows just like they would book anybody else.
Oh.
And so he has earned and worked his way. He is into these slots, and he writes, and he's I'm making a record on him only because he's written so much great stuff and learned over these years and become a great artist and a great singer, and he's working his butt off on the road, and he wants it, so he's doing a great job at it.
At any point when he was first starting, did you try to talk him out of it?
No, I did say...
It's a great life.
I didn't say that, but I did say, you have to do this on your own because, number one, you have to see if this is really for you, because it ain't for the faint of heart, and if you really want to do it, and I'm not going to help you. You need to go find your own friends, find your own musicians, and hang and write and build your group of friends like me and Jared and Jamie Johnson and Randy Hauser and all those guys that came together, met each other, and grew together. He's doing the same thing now, and he did, so he's kicking butt.
Cool. And a final question: what percentage of your number ones and top tens have you written yourself? Would you say?
I don't know, probably half.
Probably
something
half.
Like that.
All right. And so I have this thing. All my life as a music director, I've worked with men, and they don't listen to lyrics at all. I'll be like, oh yeah, that song about blah blah blah. Oh, is that what
they
that
do?
Song is about?
They do, but just like most people, it just takes them a few times to listen to the song. song, and then they pay attention to it.
No, I don't think they hear them at
Come
all.
on. I have so many guys going, dude, that's my song for her.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what? She's like, hard to love, man. I'm like, nah, dude, you're not supposed to, you didn't learn anything.
So, yeah, I feel like men don't hear lyrics at all, and women are all about the lyrics. So men are about the melody.
I would say that probably is a pretty close statement.
Yeah, and so I'm wondering, as a writer, which are you writing first, lyrics or melody?
I'm writing both at the same time.
Okay.
When they melt together the right way is when you got to hit. So sometimes you can have a great melody, but you don't have anything, even if it's not necessarily the right lyric, but how it sounds, the words sound come out of your mouth over that melody. If it doesn't mesh well, then it just kind of sits there. It's a good song, but you got to have something great if it's going to end up being on the radio and like you can put your whole career on it, you know, and you're going to sing on it the rest of your life. You got to make sure it's perfect.
Well, congratulations on your most recent number one. That's huge. And what do we got coming up in the new year that you're excited about?
New year we're going to come out with our first single off our new record. It's called One of Them Girls. And so, you know, we're just going to be playing out Rumor and having the Carly song out and maybe playing it some, and then January we'll start our new record with our brand new song.
So what is that song about?
It's One of Them Girls. It's like, are you one of them girls that do this and do that and act like this? And I was like it's on the fence of like, I wonder if girls are going to like this or not. But I got it right, I think, because when I played it for the label, played for the girls of the label, my wife, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's totally me."
Okay, good.
It worked out.
All right. Well, Brice, thanks so much for talking to me.
Absolutely, darling.